Hi and hello everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial we are going to discuss solution to the exercise that was given in the last tutorial. I hope you have already done this and I'm actually very much sure that you must have done it. But in case if you haven't done it and you're looking for a solution, then this tutorial is for you. Let's begin. The exercise is make a decorator function that decorates another function with one argument. The decorator should take one argument, a type, and then returns a decorator that makes function to check if the input is the correct type. If it is wrong, it should print wrong type. So this is the exercise. So just in the layman wording, we are looking to create a function, a decorator function, that decorates another function that takes in an argument, and we have to check whether the argument that the other function takes is of the correct type or not. We're going to define the type initially in the decorator function. For example, if we define the decorator to be of integer, so that decorator when passed with another function should check whether that function has the integers applied to it or not. If not an integers applied to it, it should give an error wrong type, otherwise it should execute that function. So let's write it. So this function is check type, and we are going to supply an argument that is the correct type that we are looking to check. Okay, so let's write down the code. Definition, we're going to check whether the function to be decorated is the correct type or not. So we're going to create another function, and this is going to check another argument. Now this is the argument that we have received in the other function that we have decorated. We are going to compare this with this function argument and see if it is correct or not. This is very simple. So we're going to use if function and check if there is already an existing function that takes these two arguments, like the function, the type, and the type that we are looking to compare it with, and that function is instance. So it takes in two arguments. One is the argument and the other is the correct type. So it is going to compare these two. If it is correct, then we're going to return the decorated function to be decorated, and we are going to supply it with the argument that was originally supplied. So that is the argument. And then if it is not, then we're going to print wrong type. Else is done, so we're going to return check another, and return the check. That is the function that we use to decorate. Now you already know how to supply this decorator function. We're going to use check underscore type, like the name of the function, and here we are going to create another function that is definition num5, actually times 5, and we're going to supply it with num, and in return we're going to multiply 5 by the number supplied. Okay, so this is what we have done. Okay, okay, check underscore type is not defined. We just ran that cell, and now let's run it again. Now this is okay, and now let's apply it times 5, and we're going to supply it with, okay, here we're going to check this function whether it is integer or not, whether the supplied number is integer or not. So if the number is integer, this function is going to run, otherwise it is going to give wrong type error. Let's do this. I'm going to supply 7 into this, and let's run it. Okay, I just changed this from 5 into number to number into 5, because number was originally an integer, so this integer when multiplied by 5 gives 35. Now let's do this with another times 5, and let's apply string, or that could be any textual value, and see whether this decorator function is able to catch that this is not an integer, this is a string, and gives us wrong type error. So let's do this. Yep, it catches it and gives wrong type error. Now let's apply this with a list 1, 2, 3, and see what it gives. Again, it gives a wrong type error. And when we supply it with another number 9, so it gives 45. But if we check this against a string, okay, now we have decorated this function with the string, and it requires the string to be there. And when we supply it with the, let's run this cell, and when we supply a number to this, it gives wrong type. But when we supply a string to this, so it should run string, 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 string. So it multiplied string with the 5 times, str, str, str. So this is exactly doing what we required. I hope you enjoy it. This concept is clear to you, and I believe that if you haven't tried this, try it yourself and see what happens. You will enjoy it. If you're looking to connect, you can email me, you can visit my website, you can get in touch with me here as well. Thank you.